Alright, in today's video I'll be taking a look at the Samurai Force 1/12 scale Summer from Rage Toys and the Rave Toys custom kit. Are the accessories, as you can see, all of them laid out here in front of you. He does come with a good amount of stuff. Again, this is the Rage Toys regular version, not the custom kit. We'll do that later. So the first thing I want to take a look at are the nunchucks. These things are beautiful, nice gunmetal color for the ends of it, nice wood grain, nice metal chain. These things also fit pretty good in the back of the figure. It's a little hard pushing them in there, but once you get it, it does look good. The next thing I want to take a look at are these metal nubs, spikes. These go on the backpack or the rope or the nunchucks themselves. They just put in there really good, really nice. The next thing I want to take a look at are the spinning nunchuck effects. Nice kind of orange color in between each of them. Nice, overall really good quality. Here it is compared to the figure itself, almost the size of the figure. And again, if you get the custom kit, you do get both of these, but for one, it does look good even with the spinning effect in there and fits wonderfully in the hand. The next thing is the rope. Simple rope, string, and at the end you have the connector that can go onto the nunchuck, and you can have it with the spike, and it looks like a throwing effect. The next thing is the backpack. It has some nice detail throughout. The rope is nicely painted, black lines. Again, a nice lot of detail and wash. These things do come off. There's nothing ports in there. I've tried porting things, but it's just there as movement, and again, it looks good overall. I not much more to say about the backpack other than that. So it's a backpack. It does peg pretty good in there. You do have to line both sides up to really push it in there, and you have to really push at the same time. The next thing I want to take a look at are the Crossbow wrist launchers. These, again, nice metal at the ends. The ropes are painted. You can actually peg some of the string at the end of that. So if you want to flip them the other way, they do fit really nice. Kind of flexy to it. And once you have it posed, like look at this pose right here. Beautiful. The next is the ropes. You get two of these. They're, flexy material. You can put the spikes at the end of them. You then put the other end at the backpack. You can also put this hole on the crossbow that I just mentioned, but overall good. You can rotate them, again, flexible plastics. The next thing are the open grapple launchers. Go at the end of the backpack, go on the rope, go on the nunchuck. So be careful when putting them on. You do want to kind of pinch it at the end like that. It's really hard to put them on the rope compared to everything else. The next up are the grip. These things look good. Nice paint throughout. Browns, the oranges. You get different types of orange. The tannish color at the fingertips. And these again fit all the accessories really good. The next thing I want to look at are the open hands. These things look good. You get the other set that aren't in the package. Those are to hold the spray cans. These are just style pose. And I don't know, I like these. The more I put them on the figure, the more I like them. But again, nice paint throughout. The next thing I want to take a look at is the interchangeable head. This thing is good. It has a mask on it. It has the man bun. This one's green, while the one on the package is black. So that's cool. You can interchange them because it's a peg. But overall, nice paint throughout. The textures, it's a really good head. Next up, I want to look at the figure itself. You get beautiful paint throughout, the sculpting, everything. You get this tunic at the collar that you can take off when you have him as Mikey. Paint, the kind of tannish paint in between the legs and the, the elbows. The fingernails, the toes. You get white at the edges, the elbow pads. There's just so much paint here, especially for the price. You get like a really good feel. The back has a lot of paint on it too. The sculpt, the little tail. Oh, this thing is great. Cannot wait to get, Raph to see how they do him. Or I guess the way they call him Fall. But overall, this figure is really good. Next up, I want to take a look at the custom kit by Rave Toys. So the first thing we're going to take a look at are the grips. These grips go on the feet and go on the skateboard to have them on there. Slide right in just like this and look good. You have 3 holes, and you can put, the grip. There's a peg on the grip, and you can put those on any of the holes. You can put them on both feet, 1 foot, anything. Either way, it looks fantastic. Next up is the launchers. These things are cool. Kind of wish you could put these on the wrist. That would have been cool, so you could have like this cool cannon type effect. But these just go onto the skateboard itself. Slide right in. You do have to kind of push them, really in there once you lock it in. I recommend putting it on the white side. Next up is the skateboard itself. This thing, nice, print on it. It does say skateboard boy. Kind of wish it said cowabunga. That would have been way cooler in my opinion. Skateboard board just kind of seems in. You do get this nice gunmetal gray at the bottom of it. Nice sculpting throughout. So when you put the launchers, it looks connected. Next up is the spray can along with the 3 effects. The 3 effects are the exact same sculpt but different colors. You get blue, kind of orangish yellow, and green. These things are kind of flexible, so when you put them onto the launcher, kind of hold them right by the entrance. Next up are the flame effects. These things have a nice, translucent color to them. The hole is kind of hard to find, which is a good thing because you don't see it, but it has this nice gradient from like yellow to red. You could actually put these on the end of one of the nunchucks, and it goes again in the figure's hand really good. You also can put them at the end of the boosters, obviously, and once you put both of them, there's a ball joint at the end of the rocket launcher, and it looks good. The next thing I want to take a look at are the headphone and cassette tape. They're together. You get a nice paint at the end of it, white. You do get sculpt right here. That's to fit on the head so it doesn't move. The black robe is connected, doesn't come off. You can put it onto the figure itself. As you can see, there's a peg and a peg hole. It's kind of hard. You have to like look for it and put it in, which is a good thing. Again, you don't really see it. Put them on the head, and the way it's keyed in there, it is not going anywhere. With a nice shake here, it's not going anywhere. The last thing I'm going to take a look at is the head, because we saw the nunchuck, the accessory. But the head looks good. Nice smile, the orange throughout. There's no bendy wire at the end of this, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. When it comes in the package, it looks like this. But I put a little bit of my saliva, which is kind of nasty when you think about it. But right there, and it holds that shape. But overall, nice, head. Here's how it looks on the figure. It looks beautiful. As for the articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so that moves up a really good amount, moves down a really good amount, pivots. It's a ball joint, moves any which way you want. Next is the arms. They can move 360 degrees both ways because there's nothing in the way, obviously. Hinges out a really good amount. You get a nice T pose. You do get also a bicep swivel. On this side, it's stiffer, so I'm kind of really careful with that. And on this side, it's much more, smooth. You do get a nice double joint. This is the first figure to have the double joints, and it works beautifully. You get a ball joint, or it's a dumbbell, sorry, at the wrist, and those move any which way you want. You also get a ball joint at the waist. You do got to be careful. As you can see here, I kind of split mine because I twisted it like a little too much, which sucks. That is the downgrade of this figure, is the torso articulation. Wish there was like a hinge, like SHF does with their Goku figures. But overall, good. Moves out a really nice amount. You can make him do the splits. He does have a bicep swivel right there. Looks beautiful. You have a nice double jointed knee with the cap that covers it. You also do get ankles that move down, up, pivots, all that goodness. He does not have peg holes at the bottom of the feet, which makes sense. As for the size comparisons, here he is compared to your average body molds from Hasbro, NECA, McFarlane, and Figuarts. Here he is compared to the SHF Gabimaru, the SHF Naruto, the Best Action Classic Leonardo, the Best Action Raphael, the NECA Last Ronin Splinter, and finally his fellow brethren, the Donatello, or what was his name, Autumn. These two look beautiful. Cannot wait for Raph Hopefully they re-release the spring. Missed out on him, but these things look good. Hopefully they do like an April and a Splinter. So what are my thoughts on this figure? Overall, beautiful figure, beautiful piece overall with all the accessories, especially if you get the Rave toy kit. Now if you put them together, it's illegal. You know, that's all the mumbo jumbo of the legal terms. Overall, good figure for the price. I paid, what was it? I think totaling 50-60 bucks. I don't even remember at this point. 5K toys. I don't think it's still available. I doubt it, but overall, good piece. Now fuck off.